What if you could know what the entire internet is going to search for before it happens? That's exactly what Google Trends data gives you. And in this tutorial, I'll show you how to pull it programmatically using ScrapeBadger in under 5 minutes with 0 proxies and 0 blocks. The good news is that ScrapeBadger offers a free trial, no credit card required. You'll get 1,000 free credits right away, which is more than enough to properly test everything out. So let's get started by creating an account. You can sign up using Google, GitHub, or just your email. Once you've done that, you should land on your dashboard. As you can see, 1,000 free credits is already applied. And the first thing we need to do is set up your API key. I already have a few keys here, but let's create a new one together. Let's name it Trends Test. Click Create Key. Then go to the dedicated scraper section, choose the Google scraper, and select the Google Trends API. This is your Trends playground. As you can see on the left, there are 3 endpoints available: Search, Trending Now, and Topic Autocomplete. Let's go through each one. Let's start with the Search endpoint. This is the most powerful one. Select your API key, then type your search term into the query field. You can enter up to 5 comma-separated terms here if you want to compare them side by side. For this example, let's go with running shoes. Now open the parameters panel. The first one is data type. This is what makes this endpoint so flexible. It's a single endpoint that can return 5 different shapes of data depending on what you choose. Right now, it's set to interest over time, which gives you a timeline of search interest scored from 0 to 100. You could also switch this to interest by region, related topics, related queries, or compared breakdown if you're comparing multiple terms. We'll stick with interest over time for now. Next, geo. I'll set it to United States. Then date. This controls the time range. It's set to today 12M, which means the last 12 months. You can also set this to today 3M for 3 months, today 5Y for 5 years, or even a custom date range. Then cat. This is the category filter. 0 means all categories, which is fine for a broad term like this. Under advanced parameters, gprop lets you filter by property: web search, image search, news, or YouTube. By default, it's set to web search, which is what we want. Region lets you drill down further within your chosen country, and language and TZ round things out. For this example, everything looks good. Let's click Execute. There's the data, and this is where it gets interesting. Look at the timeline. From May all the way through January, interest in running shoes sits pretty flat, hovering between 15 and 20. Quiet, predictable. But then watch what happens in February. It jumps to 30. March, it climbs further. And then the week of March 22nd, it hits 41. The week after, 75. And the week of April 5th, it hits 100. Peak interest. That's the Boston Marathon effect. Spring marathon season drives a massive surge in running shoe searches every single year. And this data captures it perfectly. This is exactly the kind of signal that's invisible if you're just looking at static keyword volume. But with a timeline like this, you can plan your content calendar, your ad spend, your inventory, weeks before the peak hits. And you're getting it as clean, structured JSON, ready to pipe into whatever tool you're building. Now let's switch to the Trending Now endpoint. This one needs no query at all. It returns what's currently trending on Google right now. So just click Execute and it comes back instantly. Let's look at the parameters. Geo lets you pick which country's trends you want to see. Hours controls the time window. Past 24 hours is the default, but you can also look at the past hour for real-time signals. Category filters by topic: entertainment, sports, business, health, and so on. Status lets you filter between active trends and completed ones. And under advanced parameters, sort lets you order results by relevance or search volume. And HL sets the language of the response. Just hit execute and wait for the results. Here we go. Let's look at what's trending in the US right now. The biggest one is tornado watch versus warning, with 5,000 plus searches. So there's active severe weather somewhere, and people are trying to understand the difference in real time. Right behind it, FHA loans and Russian super yacht Strait of Hormuz, both at 2,000 plus. Completely different topics, both spiking at the same moment. Then you've got Johnny Depp at 1,000 plus, Stanley Tucci at 500 plus, and a mix of gaming topics, legal queries, and entertainment. This is the internet's pulse, right now, captured in a single API call. And notice how diverse it is. Weather, finance, geopolitics, celebrity, gaming, all in one response. If you're building a news aggregator, a content tool, or any kind of trend alerting system, this endpoint alone gives you everything you need to know what people actually care about at this exact moment. The last endpoint is topic autocomplete. Let me show you why this one matters. Type a prefix into the query field. I'll type running and hit execute. Look at what comes back. 5 results, each one a distinct knowledge graph entity. The first is running as a sport. That's the broad topic. Then running shoe as its own topic entity. Then Running Man, a South Korean reality show. Then a book. Then daytime running lamp, as in car headlights. This is exactly the problem this endpoint solves. If you just typed running into the search endpoint as a keyword, Google would mix all of these together and your data would be a mess. But if you take the mid value from this response and use that in the search endpoint instead of the plain keyword, you get clean, precise interest data for exactly that topic and nothing else. So the workflow is simple. Use autocomplete first to find the right entity, then plug that mid into your search request. 2 API calls, much cleaner results. And that's all 3 endpoints covered. Between them, you can track interest over time, catch what's trending right now, and resolve exact topic entities for precise data. Clean JSON every time. No rate limits, no setup headaches. We also provide SDKs, so you can integrate all of this into your own system using Python or JavaScript. You can find them directly on our website. Just go to developers and there they are. If you need more details, the documentation covers every endpoint, parameter, and response field in full. All right, I hope this was helpful and saved you a few hours of trial and error. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. As always, it was a pleasure walking you through this, and I hope to see you in the next one.